Hey there, welcome back. We're going to try to dive into some tips and tricks. I've been playing a lot of Civ 7. I think I'm only at 77 hours, which I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but for me it is. And, given that the game is less than 2 weeks old, and I have a full-time job and other stuff going on, this is a lot for me. Like, I know some people are going to be in the thousands at some point, and I think at Civ 6 I was at 700 or 800 hours by the time, throughout the years that it's been around. But anyways, I know enough to be dangerous. I'm not saying I'm an expert. I have definitely not tried to beat it on deity level. I will tell you that the harder levels that you did not see me play have like these extra concepts in them that actually do make it harder. So for example, city-states or even opposing civilizations, when you defeat them, these little they're like independent nations that rise up and you can't influence them. They're just basically like barbarians, and all they do is attack you. So they're constantly rising up everywhere around your empire, and you constantly have to use your army to repel them and take care of them. And as soon as you defeat one, another one pops up. It's just it's a never-ending thing, which actually is pretty good because you can keep your experience points coming in. But it's just something you got to understand is at the harder difficulty levels, they do crank it up on you. So the other thing I noticed about this game, and I know there's a lot of people who don't like this game, I like it. I think this game has so much potential to be really good. I do wish that if I was playing as the Greeks, for example, I want Age 1 Greeks, Age 2 Greeks, Age 3. I don't like the idea of changing civilizations completely. Just make it so I have Greeks give me a bonus in Age 1 and different bonuses in Age 2. Like, I'm totally cool with that. I don't like the shifting of civilizations. That's probably the only thing I really don't like about it. I also think a lot of the rules on how you transition from one age to another could be clarified a lot better. And a lot of it is trial and error and discovering and like going to web sources to try to see what other people are figuring out. And there's a little bit of kludginess there. But there's a great game to be had here. And I've never played an end game that was as much fun in a civilization game than this. I think Stellaris has like endgame crisis. Like, there's other games that have endgame crises that they nail it. And no matter how good you are in Stellaris, that endgame crisis is going to challenge you. And so from that perspective, there's a lot of there's a lot of great games out there with good endgame stuff. Heck, even Master of Orion with the Antarans, the way you ultimately win is to go to their realm and defeat them. I thought that was a fantastic mechanic. So, and even Europa Universalis has now added the hegemony concept where, yeah, you can start scoring mega points, but everybody starts to declare war on you and dislike you. So, anyways, getting back to this game, unlike the other ones, it has a little bit of an arcade-ish to it, arcade feel, maybe. And what I mean by that is there's some basic rules to the game, and then there's combos that break the game wildly. And just go to YouTube and just search, Civ 7 broken rule or whatever. You're going to see people tell you that this strategy is going to break the game. And the funny thing is there's like 5 different strategies out there that all claim to break the game, and they do. And that's because all of them break the game. Like, they designed this game to have where you mix and match certain powers and then you just become uber. So what are some of those mix and match powers? Well, the first one I had already talked about, and that's Tecumseh. As you can see, he has bonuses for city-states you're suzerain of. And when you do this, the Greeks, you don't see it here, but their special powers is they give you all these bonuses for city-states you're suzerain of. And then when you go to the exploration age, the same thing happens for the Shawnee. They have bonuses for city-states that you're the suzerain of. And it's very interesting how you can carry that on, and those bonuses can like compound upon themselves. And then when you go back to the leader for the mementos, there are like this one, +1 production per age. So if you're in age 3, you're getting 3 production for every city-state you're a suzerain of. And then there's +1 food for every city-state you're a suzerain of. So boom, those two by themselves, you can see how you could just compound it all. And with this leader of Tecumseh, you can really get a nice thing going. And of course, you need to get city-states rolling, right? That's your strategy. And it works. It really does work. Another strategy, which I've just recently tried, is Isabella. So she basically doubles the yields from natural wonders. So if a natural wonder gives you 2 happiness, 4 food and 4 gold, you're now getting 4 happiness and 8 food and 8 gold. And there's a real high chance that she starts next to 1. In fact, I have not had a game yet where I haven't started next to 1, and I've played like 3 games with her so far. Only 1 to the very end, but she's fantastic. And then, of course, you want to find the other natural wonders and try to settle near those. The game I just finished playing with her, I actually found 4 natural wonders. I started next to 1, I found 3 more, and I was able to build cities around all 3 of those. And so I'm getting double bonus on 4 natural wonders, and it was amazing. She was able to develop science and culture way quicker than I could even produce. So super, super broken, really well done. Another one is Lafayette. So he gives you extra social policy slots, and he gets +1 combat strength for every tradition that's in those slots. So you can give him combat strength for traditions, and then I think there's even a memento that gives you more. Like you could take this one, gives you another social policy, so you could get all those traditions in, right? And then you get all those combat strength points, and you could even take like a military one here. There's things you can do, right, to boost it even more. And then when you go to pick you want to be the Romans.
Sont le chemin à suivre.
And it doesn't show it here again, but if you get into their specific traits, they have specific traits, which again, just by having the trait equipped, is going to give you another +1 combat strength. But they get +1 combat strength for, let's see here, right here, the Legion, +2 combat strength for every tradition in the government. And so Lafayette gives you +1 combat strength for every tradition in the government. So now you're getting +3 combat strength for every tradition in the government. And that's just baseline. And then you've got the Roman has specific traits that's going to boost that even more. And if you can get like suzerain status of a military nation, the suzerain status, one of the bonuses you can take is you get another +1 strength for every city-state you're a suzerain of. And so you can really get it going. And there's a video series out there. I believe it was from One More Turn. No, it was the Spiffy Brit. That's what it was. The Spiffy Brit. How to break this game. Or this game's not broken or whatever. I think he was able to create a Roman legion that had a attack strength of 68, which is the same as a modern tank. And of course this was all in the Age 1. So he was able to completely wipe out all the nations on the original starting continent and have it completely in his control by the time he went to Age 2. And he did it with Lafayette and Rome. So you could say, oh crap, that's overpowered, that's really good. Yeah, it is. And that's what I'm trying to say is there's like multiple ways to overpower. And, going back to the leaders here, there is more. And I'm trying to remember what the next one is. It has to do with... Oh, bear with me for a second. So there's a lot of bonuses for navigable rivers. And so you can get... there's a tree with Egypt navigable rivers, and I think there's another civilization in the middle. So you got a lot of bonuses you can do with that. Oh, here it was. Machiavelli. Machiavelli, however you pronounce it. So he gets... There was something with him, but I forget now. I apologize. There's so much to learn about this game. Well, Augustus has a lot of bonuses on towns. So you want to minimize how many towns you convert to cities with him, because his production, his capital, is basically you're gonna go tall instead of like you could go wide with towns, but the capital city is where it's at, right? Everything's about the capital city. So there's a little bit of that to think about as well. So like who are we gonna be and which bonus are we going to show off today? That's a great question. I am telling you, I'm a big fan of Isabella right now. Some of these other bonuses, not really all that great, but the one memento that she helped unlock, which is this one, you can get 2 gold on natural wonders. So not only are you doubling the natural wonders, but you get 2 gold from this one. So it makes the natural wonders even better. And then the 2 gold becomes 4 because she doubles the bonus. So you're getting 4 gold on every natural wonder space. It's really, really wonderful. It's like, right now, my mindset is, I don't want to try anybody else. Like, this is who I like the most. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this guy, and we're going to, not for any reason. I don't want to break the game. I just want to show some strategies on how to play well with, starting off your civilization. And it doesn't matter who you pick. Like, I just, like I said, I just went through how certain combos can really cause some game-breaking things. So now I'm just going to pick this guy. I've always wanted to play him, as you know from my previous playthrough, and I still haven't yet. So I'm going to use that example now. And then the toughest choice for me is, like, do I want to give myself a boost? Because every one of these attribute points lead to really good things. And, you could argue that the things you unlock from this are better than some of these things down here. As you know, I'm a huge fan of being suzerain of city-states, and so these two are probably my most used ones. But moving into some of these other ones, like this one gives +3 sight instead of 1 when you use your scout and lookout ability. That's pretty darn good. 10% towards masteries, 5 range on trade routes. 50 gold for every 100 tiles explored. So let's do that, just to show how weird it can be. We're going to do an exploration one, every tile explored, and then we'll do this one, which gives them extra sight. So we're going to go all in on the exploration, baby. So let's do that, just to show how weird this game can be. And then, who are we going to be? They're recommending Persia. I've never played Persia before, so we can try that. Or, I'm going to do this one. This one looks better. I think this is more historically his anyways. Nope, that's historically his. He's Persian, I guess. This is geographic. We'll do Persia. I've never played Persia before, so let's try it. And I'm going to pump up the difficulty a little bit. I'm not sure I'm comfortable to do Immortal or Deity yet. Sovereign is definitely a challenge for me. I'm getting better, though. I'm not so certain that this can beat me anymore. Standard is fine. I know for YouTube purposes, people do online, because then the game moves quicker. But I'm not going to worry about that. I do like Continents instead of Continents Plus. And we could do, this is a full-size map, which makes the 100 gold every 100 tiles a little better. And then let's go. If you take the 100 gold every 100 tiles and then play a small map,
every
you're
corner
sort of
of the world to pledge their
defeating the
strength
purpose
and
of taking
march
that.
under the same banner. The might and glory of Persia embodied.
Alright, so they are recommending that I start here. And get the hex in, and then there's our resources. This makes sense because you can see there's a lot of resources around. And there's no fresh water anywhere. So by not having fresh water, and you can see here, no fresh water at sight, but the game doesn't explain like what that means. No fresh water means that you're going to take a penalty to your happiness. I think it's a -5. I don't know if it's static -5 or there might be some things we got to figure out there, but you take a penalty to your happiness when there's no fresh water. So it's definitely a harder start. And of course we're on Antarctica, so we're in some snow climate here. It's a really bizarre start, but we'll go for it, and I'll go ahead and start our city of Parsa. Okay, so we got our city going, and there's some rules of thumbs with our production, but right now we want to get a scout going because we took all the bonuses that help our scouts. And right there, you can see my scout already was able to see a bunch. And then I'm going to go ahead and use this, which has that huge bonus. And then bam, look at how much I just revealed. All in one go. That's pretty awesome, if you ask me. Now, this little bit I couldn't see because this mountain range is in the way. So the game does use a little bit of physics here. But you can see I was able to see well out into the water, which is pretty cool. And I was able to see that this is our first goodie hut. So let's click him and tell him to go there, which of course won't happen until next turn. And then we got to pick our science. And there's a very strong argument that going for writing and getting that science boost is invaluable. And if that's the case, then you don't want to take animal husbandry first, even though there's some nice bonuses there. I don't know what to tell you. I think it depends on your situation. But there's nothing illogical about this strategy. So go for pottery first. And then because I got these big bonuses with scouts, I'm going to make one more scout. Alright, so our city is growing. And this is where the decision making, you're already making decisions that could impact your game in a positive or negative way. And there's a lot of philosophy behind this, but there's a YouTuber, I think his name is One More Turn. He does a great thing where he takes a save game from turn 1, and he tries like 4 different strategies on how to build your city. And he does it with, you know, I'm going to build farms, and we're going to focus on farms, which are these. Or I'm going to focus on forests, or I'm going to focus on mines. And he showed how his civilization was able to progress over the first 30 turns. And the mines, the strategy that focused on production first, was the best strategy. And then the forest one was the second best. And then the fishing one was the third, and then the farm one was dead last. So going after these farms down here is the worst strategy. And basically the idea is that production is your biggest limiting resource in the early game. And a farm doesn't give you production, it just gives you food, which does help you to grow a little quicker. But growing quicker is not as good as having production. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, well, if I want to get to this elephant, I have to do a farm, and that's true. And right here, the elephant gives you plus 10% towards wonders in certain locations. But that's all it gives you. So maybe we could go for these, but maybe later, right? So maybe we prioritize other things. There's this gold down here. We can get this one, which is fantastic. But I got to build a farm, and then this looks like a mine. So I'd be able to build at least one mine before I can get there. Or this one gives my military a boost in their combat strength, and I'm getting production by going here. So this might be worth doing. Now you can see here, you're only getting culture, you're not actually getting production, but you will, because the woodcutter would give you, I'm sorry, the sawmill or whatever gives you production. Then you got the same deal here. That's going to give us just a culture and happiness, and here we would get a gold boost again. So the start of this game, I'm going to go ahead and choose to go towards the iron, because the iron will help me, you know, if I have to deal with any combat or anything as well. And there's some cardinal rule of thumbs with all your buildings. And we're starting to see the granary has already come up. And the granary is +1 food, and then +1 food for all farms, blah, 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 blah. Right? It's an ageless building. This, of course, is one of the many ageless buildings in the game, and it's good. And then we're going to unlock more. As you can see, we're going to have more that are going to come, depending on our... we're going to get a saw pit here, if I can get animal husbandry. And then this one, you know, it's so and so forth, right? We're going to be able to unlock more things. This is the big key point here. So, the ageless buildings give you bonuses based on other buildings that are in the game, which are good. But there's some cardinal rules that we need to understand that apply to any building that's not ageless. So these, and there might be one or two ageless buildings that are exceptions, but so let me explain. The capital itself is going to provide an adjacency bonus to anything next to it. So these ageless buildings are best built next to the capital because they will get boosted by the palace. Nothing else in the game will boost them. So if you put them out here in the outer rings, they give you bonuses based on other buildings that are in the town or city, but they don't get boosted by being adjacent to anything. So the only time they get boosted is if they're next to your city center. That's cardinal rule 1. Cardinal rule 2. Resources are... The bonuses for resources are based on some key elements to the game. And so the first one is money and food go together. Money and food are boosted by being near water. So water will boost, anything next to water will boost the amount of money and food that's generated by any building that does money and food. Except for these ageless ones, like I told you, like this granary here is not boosted by being near water. No, it won't get boosted at all. It boosts other things, but it won't get boosted itself. So building that next to the water, no bueno. But anything else that makes food or money next to the water is the best place. Okay, next one is science and production. Those two want to be near resources. So this spot right here is the primo spot for this area to have a science or a production building, because they will generate bonuses from these two resources. Here's another primo spot. This one right here will generate resources from, or boosts from these two resources. Okay, so food and money in the water, science and production near resources. The last two is happiness and culture. Those benefit from being near the mountains. So right here, these two spots will be best for culture and happiness buildings. And then same with this. So like this spot right here would be really good because it's next to a mountain. So there you have it. So I know that may seem like a lot, but when you're building your area, your town, your city, those are the things you want to keep in mind. And you got this like first ring around, and then the second ring around, and then the third ring around. But let's go ahead and keep this going. There you can see he's exploring more as he's getting closer to where he needs to go. And we get there, and I got to choose. I'm going to choose the culture, of course. More than the gold at this point. And then here we are. We're once again, I'm going to do this again because this was awesome. How much space he can see. And you can see there's another goodie hut here. So he's going to go ahead and go to that. And because I finished my first Civic, I'm getting 2 wildcard points, which are awesome. And then we got to decide, okay, what are we going to grab? I do like, as much as I like, you definitely want to get both of these before you start going after your private stuff. Because this one gives you the religion thing going, and this one gets you a free army commander. Both of them are very important. So I recommend getting both of these, and then going after your unique stuff. Then this is sort of like a dealer's choice. I have found this one to be really good because producing regular buildings is a pain in the butt, and getting a 30% boost is really nice. Although you do have to build wonders in the first era as part of your culture. You need 7 world wonders. So to build 7 of those, you do need to get some nice boosts. So I went ahead and did that. And in this one, of course, we're going to go for the production in science. A little more important right now than that. And the city just grew again, and now I'm going to build there. And so we got our iron going. And again, we must have finished our scout. So the granary is not something that we have to build at this point. And we are in an awkward spot because there's no water around here, so it's not going to get... But this one, we just want to build next to us anyways. But here's what I'm going to do. So one of the tricks you can do is you can take this granary and say, I want to build it here. And we already have a citizen there. And watch this when I do this. It's going to give me this blah, 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 blah. I'm going to say yes. So it's got a spot for building the granary. And then what happened is the citizen is now back. I can deploy that citizen again. So I had to start here and inch my way out, and now I can put it here on the salt. And boom, I just got both these resources by doing that. And I can also go in here and I can say, hey, I don't want to build the granary anymore. And it does show that this is an urban area, but it shows up as like ruins or whatever, I don't know. So if I do build the granary, it has to go there. So I've sort of like locked that in. So fine, I'll leave it in there. And then, but what I want to do is I want to build a warrior first. So we'll put that higher up on the queue. But by putting that granary there, it allowed me to move my settler out, and so I claimed 2 resources right away. So pretty awesome, right? And here we go. I got another scout. So I'm going to just go straight this way, the opposite direction. And here you can see somebody else just went up and took the goody hut from us. That jerk. So I'm going to go ahead and go for that goody hut over there.
Ako si Jose Rizal.
It's my old friend, Mr. Mexico. That's alright. You took the goody hut from us. I'm just going to have to increase my tariffs on you. Oh, and I made a big mistake. I have attribute points. So wild cards, of course, I could spend them on anything. And man, oh man, do I not know. Like, this would be nice, because it'll let me get my settlers out quicker. Your city needs to get to size 5 to start producing settlers. This would be nice, just because of the suzerain status. Gold is nice. They're all good. Every one of them. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then this one, so that way I can befriend cheaper, even though I am him and not like, you know, somebody else. It's a really nice bonus to have, because I do like befriending them. You get such huge bonuses for doing that. And here you can see I did this, so now I got a big thing. Do I go down here to improve my wood mills, or do I go for this? We'll go for that. And you can see, like, my guy he has visibility really far and wide. I do want to see the other side of this mountain, so I got my troops here. Yep, you can see we got our first people, right? We're not even at 114 yet. But we're getting close. I need to do the boat one. What is it, sailing, to be able to grab this. But that's a goody hut right there. And I'm going to go ahead and let's just explore this way. See behind this mountain. And then we'll come back. Remember, your army does no good fighting without a commander next to it. You gain no experience points. You gain nothing other than you just got rid of somebody who's possibly harassing you. And we just discovered a new continent. And which one discovered the new continent? That would be him. You can see Siberia here. Alright, so we got him going, and then bam! Look at that. That is a... I mean, it doesn't give you anything practical, tangible in the game, because later in the game, once you have the whole map explored, this is a worthless skill. But I tell you, in the early game, that is awesome. To just be able to reveal that much. Alright, so I did that, and there's no goodie huts, so let's just keep going. And here you go. Next celebration and culture. We're going to grab that one. And these mountains are going to prevent him from being able to do his big reveal. And you can see there's looks like there's a river going through some mountains. And there, we got at least see around it. Oh, there's our first opposing player. They're very
Friedrich
close.
II. Hoch erfreut, euch kennenzulernen.
VII is,
Ich bin ein Engel im Salon,
that's their capital.
aber ein Teufel.
That's the capital for Egypt there. So we know he's not like creeping towards us. That's literally where he started. And I'm going to go ahead and do my big reveal again. And you can see I can see all the way through his empire, which is good. But it also is bad because he's really close. So maybe I want to get a settler here or here, like encroach him right before he encroaches us. Even though this is looking like a really good spot for a settler as well. And here we go. We got another boost we can get. We have these two, which looking good. But I'm going to go ahead and go for this one here. Do I want that? Yeah, I do. And like I said, that's not getting me experience points, so I probably shouldn't have done it, but see, now this brickyard is probably more important than the granary because I don't have any farms, so it's only going to give me +1 food, whereas this one will give me +1 production on mines and quarries, and this is a mine. And that's also a mine. I have 2 mines already. So that's why it shows a +3 here. Now if I were to build this, once again, even if I went here, it's not going to give me a boost. Because I told you that production gets boosted by being near here. But this is an ageless production. And remember, the ageless doesn't get any boost from anything except for your city hall. So I'm going to put it here. Like that. And I'm going to actually put that as a priority, and then boom, we can lay another citizen. Now you might be wondering, why can't you lay this here? The reason is this has to be finished. We were able to go here because this was why were we able to go here? This needs to be finished before they could have gone here. But it let me go past it, didn't it? I don't have an answer for you, but I should be able to go here. I do know that once this finishes, I will be able to go here. I just don't have the answer for why was I able to go here when I tried to put a granary there. I don't have that answer for you. But I will tell you I'm going to now go for these two. Because I got to wait for that to finish. Got a lot of diplomacy going on. I don't mind the open borders. And let's get back home. Oh, there's Mexico. so until they keep up through the pass. So I don't know if I want to keep going this way. I'd rather come back. So if we could block off this pass, they can't even get to us unless this is open right here. I'm trying not to spend diplomacy because I want to influence these guys. And so far I don't see anybody else to influence. Man, there are just so many diplomatic actions going on here. Alright, I'm going to come back with my army. Oh, there's a settler. They're already encroaching. I don't know if I should declare war. Because look, they're coming right up. Right up towards us. He's going to build his city right here. There we go. I'll take
There
the
is
culture.
another world. But
I'll leave that be for now. And choose a civic. Now we want this one. And this one gets taken early. All the time. They go for influence. Like, the AI is really gung-ho about that one. They also go for the growth rate. I personally like the God of the Sun one, because you get a little bit of everything, which is pretty good. This one is good if you feel like you're going to have a lot of fishing boats, which I'm not. So, this one seems neat. You have to build the altar first, but then you get production bonus for everything else. I just don't know if 10% of a low production is any better than just getting one production point, which is what that does. And then if you are going to have a lot of mines, right? Clay pits, mines, and quarries, if you have an altar, you get +1 production for each one. We're going to have a bit, right? Because we have 1, 2, we're going to have 3 of them. Yeah, I just like this one because it gives you everything. And there it is. So, if anything, I may want to declare war on this guy just to push him back. But there's just like so many diplomacy actions going on here. And let's get another exploration going, and then boom. Another goodie hut there. A warrior is going to at least sit tight for now. I need my army commander before I want to do anything against him. I don't know if I can do it with just one. I would need more than 1 or 2 warriors as well. There we go. So we got another one we can get started on. And if there was another civilization trying to influence them, it would be in a, you would see their bar below. Now, obviously, when they're not friendly, you have a lot more turns just to get to friendly. Whereas if they were friendly, like let's say to Mexico, Mexico would be starting here and only have to go this far.
the spoken word conquers all
So here we go. We got our ability to build a library now. And you can see we can get culture or science. Now this is a tough one. There's a lot more culture that you need to research. So I tend to go culture, culture, culture. And the reason why I beeline straight for the library is because then I'm getting science from that. But some people could argue that, you know what, you should take the science because that's harder to generate than culture. And there's some truth to that. And like right now, you're getting 11 science and 14 culture. So you could argue, hey, the science is better. I'm going to go ahead and take the science this time, just for that reason. Another thing. There's a feature or a bug. I took the science and it was wasted. The 25 science gets applied to whatever you're researching, and right now I'm researching nothing. And so you would think, okay, that 25 science is going to go to whatever I click on, It doesn't. I chose to take science, and I don't have my next research selected, and so that 25 science goes to nothing. It was all a waste. Alright, so we got that going. Let's go to a goodie hut. So, some of these resources, of course, are strategic, and they don't actually go here, but, yeah, so, okay, we got some stuff up. The library is probably a priority over the altar, although the altar is really good. And if I go to build the library, you can see that the amount of science is roughly the same in several places. But this one here is, you can see that it generates 2 science, and it's getting 1 more from the east, this resource, and 1 more from the southeast, which is this resource. Now this one is getting 1 from the west, which is a resource, and by the way, you don't have to improve this resource to get that bonus. And then it's getting +1 science from the capital, and then +1 culture from the capital. So you could argue, hey, that's just as good. And right now it is. If I were to go here, you could see it actually tells you you're going to get 2 science, and then you're going to get +1 for each adjacent resource. So bam bam, these 2 resources will give them 1 more. And if I built a wonder here, it gets another 1. So there's a lot of things you can do here. The palace bonus goes to any building, not just this one. So one argument is if you can get your 4 science without using a adjacency to the palace bonus, do it. And now down here you can see the reason this is still getting just as many is because there's a resource here and there. So there's 2 resources for it to bonus from. But I'm going to go ahead and choose this one. And there we go. We just got 45 science, and then look, the bar actually moved this time. And we got another one of these, and we're almost ready to influence him. But they're all angry. None of them are friendly. That's very interesting. And we just revealed some more stuff. Where's our other one? He's right over there. So I got a bonus here, and I got a goodie tile there. I'll go for this one. There we go, we just finished the science.
Conquers all thought, but the written...
Alright, now I'm gonna go... Let's get that sailing. And then this guy needs to get this goodie hut right here.
Do nothing which is of no use.
This one, +1 scout movement and sight is even better. And we get our free army commander, which is also good. So now we can start getting serious about taking him down. It's really hard to do, by the way. Oh, by the way, you can look. See, my gold production is much worse than his. My culture is much worse than both of them. My science is worse than Mexico. Yeah, I'm actually doing worse all around the board. But see, look, he has 3 cities already. I only have 1. Alright, so what do I do? Well, the merchant's not bad either. We can go for the merchant right away or start doing this. And I don't necessarily need this bonus, so I'm going to go ahead and let's get the merchant going. And yes, once we get sailing, we can grab this. And maybe get a little bit more serious about what are we going to do with our future as we grow up. Oh, now we got Napoleon.
sur cette terre pour déterminer le sort du monde.
And again, I'm trying to save my points still. This would be nice. I'm gonna do this one. Because I need more social policies. And then, of course, right here I'm just waiting for science to finish so I can... It's 3 more turns. Alright, I think it was this one. Yep. Let's get that going. So we have 3 of them going. That's a money one, which will be good. This is a military one. And it's also a military one. So we'll get a lot of military boosts when those finish. And maybe that's when we need to plan to start our war. We would have to go in here and denounce him, which costs influence points. If we don't... See, I got all these agreements with him, so... I mean, he doesn't like me that much. But to declare war, when he likes you a lot, you get massive penalties. So if I'm willing to spend 4 turns of gold, it gives me a free spearman. I only get 11. That's 44 gold. Yeah, I'll take that. That saves me from having to produce something. Alright, so I just tried to use my vision. That's another goodie hut, by the way, in the water. I need sailing first. And I'm getting negative gold because I'm using 4 turns of gold to do my thing. There's my other spearman, which is different than my warrior. I don't know what's going on. He's supposed to... There we go.
The fair breeze blew, the white foam flew.
There
the
we go. We got
furrow.
it's finished. So now I can come out and grab some science or some influence. Remember, I forgot to choose my science. So don't take the science until you've chosen your science. So if I want to hurry up and get animal husbandry, right? So now there's 7 turns left, right? And then I take the science. Bam. See? It works, but you have to have something there. And this one I want to train a settler. You can see here's another one. I need 114. So taking that other bonus would have been nice as well. These mountains are in the way, so I'd have to go this way. And then this guy would also have to catch back up. And I have the music on for this video, because if they demonetize this one, I'm not going to worry about it too much. I do need the culture boosts. I lose 1 turn of science. I'll take the culture boost. And here's another one. So I got 2 more. Alright, so we got our science facility in place, and we're getting some nice science going. You can see there's 5 being generated right now. That was because we took the mastery. The mastery gave it a +1. Now, one of the things I probably want to do is get an altar going, like I was saying, but we should probably get some settlers going as well. This is like the toughest part. So then, can I purchase one? And the answer is yes. I can purchase a settler. I'm going to do that. I'm going to purchase a settler, and then we'll produce an altar. And I'm going to produce it right where the farm is. Because once again, I want to push the citizen along. And we're going to do this. I'll do the culture again. Yeah, we're getting a lot of stuff here. Oh. So normally I take the codex, but this 75 influence is really nice. If I don't take the codex, will I have enough to even finish? I mean, I'll definitely have enough to not get a Dark Age, but I'll take the codex. So by having the 2 codexes, that's extra science for me. And then this is what I did. I pushed that citizen out. Now you'll notice I can take this because this is now finished. And I can also take this one, of course, because I have a path going this way. So this is 6 or 1/2 dozen, but I think this helps me the most because purchasing units is just like purchasing that settler unit. So I probably should have done that before I purchased the settler unit if I was smarter. I'm not always smart. And we'll keep going. And then, yeah, we got La Venta here, which I need 114 for. That's right, I didn't take the other bonus. I wanted to, but I didn't. And then these guys just became friendly right when they were getting ready to attack me. So we're going to go ahead and move them in. We're going to go ahead and just wait for a bit.
The caged bird watches butterflies
We finally got the slinger,
with envy.
and looks like we met another civ.
Simplement, citoyen Lafayette, s'il vous plaît.
Alright, so again, looking at our technologies, at this point, I don't know if I have a particular preference. I just like slamming through the techs as much as I can. Yeah, I need 114. And here you can see I have a settler. Obviously, I wanted to go in this area because there's some nice resources here, but he took it. I have these guys already here. If I want to play a longer game, I can have them expand and then convert them to a city. That might be a viable option because they're near some at least half-decent resources. But then, since this was taken, then yes, the next goal is to come down. They're showing that I can take a spot here. This is a little close because they expand 3 this way. They're getting into Persia here. So they go 1, 2, 3. Like, he could go all the way to here. So this is a little too close. It is near some resources. It is trying to suggest going near the fur, which I'm not a big fan of. But I am a fan of going down here. I can get the horses and these 2. And even the fish if I go to this spot right here. Or if I'm willing to go a little further away, I can get that. Then I just don't get the fish. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go right here. And then the migrant is just another settler, another population. So I'm going to use that population to take this. And now we got all of our resources except for this one. And maybe the gold. So we still have 2 more resources we can go for here. And these, by the way, are considered camps. Like, for the purposes of, you know, which bonuses are you getting from what.
The river there is like our veins.
We discovered our first.
The
That natural wonder is really far away. So for me to get all the way down there, yeah, I would have to get settlers here, here. Because you want to have roads, or otherwise you can't, you know, not being connected to your capital is a problem. But this is a nice area. You can see there's a sieve here, and there's another. There's a sieve there too. Oof. I'm 3 away. Only generating 11 a shot. And we did the same down here, but so far nothing is revealing itself. You can see all the goodie huts have been taken. Oh, and then coming back here for purchase purposes, I can purchase a saw pit, but the one I really want is a settler, and the cost goes up. So I bought one settler for 200, the next one's going to be 230, and it'll keep going up. So but you can't, like, you can spam out settlers. They won't let me build another one this turn, but you can spam them, but the cost will keep rising. Alright, so we got one that's going to be here, and I gotta worry that guy might kill him. Having a dead settler is never good. I think I want to go this way, and you can see there's 4 spots here I don't have revealed, but there's some nice resources here, and this is a lake. So if I can get like here, I can grab these resources and maybe steal from him, grab this one, and then 1, 2, I can't get these 2, but let's try for it. We'll go that way. And they got some rebellion going on there with the fire. I don't know what's going on with Camino, but they're not happy. Alright, so let's keep exploring here. Alright, we got our spot, Tarsus. And same deal. How do we want to go? These 2 resources are the closest, so let's... The horse will help us with cavalry, which we don't have yet. This will help us with wonders, which we're not going for yet. Yeah, let's go this way. And we're at 144. Just making sure we have them on our side. We do. These ones will grow the quickest. This will take... Well, we already got them. This one will take a while because they're not friendly. But we do get a science boost with them. And this is a culture boost. And you can see somebody else is already there, right? So Napoleon's already going after them. And he's 10 turns away from being done. And these guys are not friendly to us. So we would have a full 30 turns, just like this one. So that means I need to go after this one next. Because, see, it takes me 30 turns to get them going. I can always boost it, but that's, of course, requires a resource I don't have a unlimited quantity of. And then here, do I want to produce towards wonders or culture? I'm going culture. And I finally get to add another one. This is overkill. So I'm going to go with the culture on Palace. And now I get to build more stuff. This guy is the army commander. He starts with initiative. Oh, I never even checked that. What is initiative? Oh, that's a nice one. So that means this path is the likely path we're going to go. It'd be nice to build another one. I don't think I need to build another one right now. I want to build a slinger to help my army. So let's do that. Let's see. I can't purchase another settler yet. Sure, we'll build a slinger to help our army. Then we're going to build a saw pit. +1 production on camps, which we have 2 camps right here with these 2. Now, I've been, as you may notice, all the adjacency spots, I've been trying to put the ageless buildings, and they do get boosted from the capital. So that's why the 1 science and 1 culture is there, because the capital will boost adjacent spots, but only if it's full. So right now this quarter is halfway full, but now if I build the other one and I complete this quarter, then I'm going to get the 1 science, 1 culture, and it's from the capital. So that's the reason why the ageless buildings do best next to the capital. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to just put it right here. It will get more as they go. Alright, so they're saying we have a defenseless settlement. None of these are settlements, but alright, we got mountains all around, so my explore action is not going to do very well. And then bam, we just revealed a whole bunch again. We're getting gold for this every 100 tiles or so. So now my question is do I have any culture ones? He's going to get a really nice boost. that I'm probably not going to be able to take because he's doing culture. And that gave us a warrior, which I'm very appreciative of. Right, we just tried it. Because there's a lot of rocky terrain here. A lot of Napoleon units here.
The essence of all beings is the earth. The earth.
Okay, so we got some stuff going. Now we're going to try that. Just like I said, we're just going to roll down the stuff. Okay, Parsa here. Looks like the altar is finished. And the thing. I don't know how that finished so fast. But see, now we got our first non-ageless building. So this one gets 1 food for each coastal, 1 for navigable river, and 1 for every adjacent wonder. So if I try to build this, you can see it's going to give us the most bonus up here. And it doesn't give you a bonus for being next to a resource. So these two would be the more ideal spots. Alright, and then the saw pit. Again, we can do this, so that gives us the science and the Actually, I don't know what happened here. Why isn't it letting me build the salt pit there? Because that's what the salt pit was supposed to go. Hold on. Oh, they're not letting me build it because look at all the enemies that are here. Alright. I didn't even realize this. So let's unpack our armies. We're gonna come deal with these guys. That's what's going on. This one was being built here. I was wondering, like, how did we finish so fast? Alright, so since I have to build something, I might as well put this down there. And remember, no bonuses or anything unless the commander is there. So I'm just going to go ahead and fortify. Do some damage. And you can see they just went right for my slinger right away. What kind of jerk. Boy, Mexico is really heavy on the diplomacy. Alright, we're rushing in, it's just not necessarily quick enough. Gonna come back, and of course my leader is very far back.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
Alright, so we can get 2 influence a turn. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And all these guys disappeared because they just became friendly. So I was being attacked by probably them. Remember, everybody was unfriendly, right? They're sending this big massive force to attack me, but I'm working on improving my relationship with one of them, whichever one it was. And then now they're becoming friendly, and so there's no more battles. Which is unfortunate. There was some nice experience to be had soon. And yeah, if I open this up again, I can put the salt pit back where it originally belonged. Pick our civic. We're going to start grabbing some Persian ones now. I got a merchant, but there's nowhere to go. So my trade range isn't good enough yet. I need my settler to get to where he needs to go. He's getting there. Right. You can see I still don't know what's in those 2 tiles, but we're at least good for now. Now, because they had a city up here, I think their city disappeared, which is awesome. This was something I needed to go for right away, but I don't think I need to anymore. Yeah, their city's just gone. That's crazy. I've never seen that happen before. Alright, so when you build your cities close enough, they automatically build roads. And as long as there's a road connected to your capital, then any resource they gather can be used by your capital. That's the reason why you don't want to just go straight down here and build a city, because they won't build a road between them unless there's... And I don't know like how many tiles that limit is, but just eyeball it. I mean, it looks like there's at least one more city needed if you want to go down here. And there's no harm because I have room for one more city. And oh, look at this. Because I built my city now, this one, he's in range. So we're going to go ahead and get a trade route going with him. Also, I don't need a war with him anymore because I kicked him out of that one spot. I could actually put another settler here. I just think that Natural Wonder might be more worth it. And I don't have enough money to build a settler. So if I view hidden, that settler is now 300. Remember how I said the cost keeps going up? It's up to 300 now. Alright, so I at least have 2 warriors and a slinger. And I just did a big explorer down here, but it didn't, like, the game snapped to the next unit. I don't see any goody huts, but remember there was one in the lake. See, and that goody hut was claimed, whichever one that was. And down here, I ended up at least seeing through his city. And he's attacking somebody over here. And we're getting close to converting them. I'm at 111. I need 114. Oh look, they're being influenced by someone else. So I need to get in on this. Dang it. Alright, so our main city grew again, which is really good, because now I can take a C spot. I usually like to build buildings on all these other spots. I'm not a big fan of just building rural areas just for the sake of it, but the C spots are different. The fishing spots are always good to take. Sorry, that was my dog kicking my hand. And then, yep, we're going to grab a resource. Let's go that way. We're up to 124, and these guys, we are now in a rush, a race. See, I'm started at the same spot they are. And then I'm going to have to do something to boost that. And now we got a trade route going, and so you can see a road just got built. And we got another resource, which is fantastic. And then see, this guy just converted. And I'm going to choose to get +1 combat strength. Done. And see, now if that was like a cultural one, there's one where you get 1 free civic for every time you get a suzerain, which is what I think Napoleon's going to end up taking. There's also one that lets you you get a free relic or whatever it's called. And that might be the situation that he ends up taking. But I don't think I have any cultural ones converting. I have an economic one. I have several military ones. Here's another economic one. This one's a science one, which I am befriending. I am behind the 8 ball because they were not friendly with me. And then that's it. This is the one that he's trying to get. He'll get it next turn. Looks like there's another one down here because I see him attacking somebody. And then, of course, we're fighting over this one. And I need to get 67 influence so I can influence it.
He was the first to construct a wall,
Alright,
80
so we got,
miles in
but here,
length,
just +1 production
which
on
was
mines
to
and
separate
quarries.
the barbarians.
That's awesome. I probably should have prioritized that one, because that just gave us extra production, and I'm going to get more production again. And here I'm going to do my visibility thing again. This is really nice. The extra vision. And there you are. There's Shingle. So for 114 I can influence him. It's another military one. I'm not too thrilled about how many military ones there are. This guy's getting ready to declare war on me. Now, see how we're doing. My gold still stinks. I'm only at 13. But if you look at my influence, I'm 3 better than everybody else. My science is... I'm actually behind. My culture also behind. And my happiness behind. So I'm not doing as well as these other guys. And here I am trying to give you advice on how to play this game, right? Maybe you just don't listen to me. But I am playing a harder difficulty. I know it's not data level, but and maybe there's some advice somebody has that I'm missing out on. But I think in terms of like at least trying to have optimal city growth, I'm trying. I mean, the only thing I can think of is I can maybe be a little bit more aggressive with my wars. And that's probably my Achilles heel with these games is I'm a peacenik. I don't like going to war. And here you can see I have things I can build and I can purchase, right? So I'm going to purchase another settler because I believe that's the best use of my money. And then as for everything else, I'm just building those. Now the fishing K gives me +1 food on fishing boats. And then of course the monument is going to give me culture and influence. They're both really good. I'm going to do this one first because I want to put it here. And my reasoning is... Oh, I wanted to claim that. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I forgot. I gotta finish it. So what you can do is you can actually hold on to your population. You can just click on other things, right, to keep going. And then you can hit Alt-Enter. Oh, not Alt-Enter. What is it? Control-Enter? Dang it. Shift-Enter. Shift-Enter. That ends the turn. And I'm 2 turns away from that. Then I can queue this one up as well. So the monument is not ageless. So it does benefit most from being near a mountain, which we have one here and here, because you can see the 3 and the 1. Or I can put it here and here, and it'll benefit from being near the palace, but we will have to overbuild later. I think I should go ahead and do here. And yeah, once again, they want me to grow the city. I'll command my units. Oh, look, there's another one. There we go. It's one of those. Now this one, see, we're neck and neck. I think I'm going to have to spend some culture to win that war first. I keep clicking on it. And here I'm going to rest my units, or alert my units. In case he declares war, I got my army waiting. I did it again. There's my settler. So I just want to keep coming down. And Where was the Grand Canyon again? Right here. That's where I ultimately want to go. So I have a city here. I think I need one more along the way. I know that, 1, 2, 3. I don't have access to those 2 resources. So I can go, for example, here. That'll really anger him, because I'm going to be all around him and up in his business. But yeah, I'm going to do that. Have I gone after them yet? I have. Good, good, good. Alright, so now I'm going to hit Shift-Enter. I'm already on turn 50. When you watch the One More Turn guy, by turn 30, he already has like 5 cities. Like, he does a really good job of cranking these out. And you can see my situation. Like, I'm not making enough gold from Parsa, but anyways, I'm at least trying to employ the principles. I don't know how well I'm doing there. And of course, this here is really, it's just a matter of, I gotta wait till that finishes. Oh, we got another warrior, which is good. This guy, like, I've explored just about anything I can think of here. I can maybe head this way. Then we got this one here. Oh, look at that. There's another one. Wow. There's a whole bunch. I'm at 75. Neck and neck. I'm going to hit this. So I'm going to be 3 turns quicker than him. Unless he's willing to spend the influence. One more turn.
Be eager in the face of danger.
Now, boom, I can place it. And then here we go. We got our economic one. And I like grabbing this one, because this is a really good resource. And if you look here... gonna get rid of that one. And this lapis lazuli gives us 4 production and an extra 5% gold. I know our gold is negative, but the production is where it's at. Now these you need yellow resources for because they're towns. And continuing on, this next one is 16 turns, so we're just not producing that much.
He was the first to construct a wall, 80 miles in length.
Alright, so Napoleon became the suzerain, of them. We're getting 50 gold because we hit this. So we hit this and they are still 1 turn away. But we're we're still 3 turns ahead of them. And we're just creeping up 1 more than them. And that's all we needed. Unless he comes in at the last minute and catches me. I don't think he will. And maybe I should be a little smarter here. This one, specialist limit, extra gold, codexes, 2 production, movement for siege. If I'm going to go to war, I need these 2. Right now I'm not, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I know, with the amount of turns it's going to take me to research those, I probably should do it before I actually end up in war, but I'm going to go for... because we're going to anger this guy even more by building this city. And here we go, we got another resource. And we're at a point now where I need more spots. Man, that's so wonderful. I know I gave up other bonuses to get that, but man... Alright, and then another thing I want to do is I can do this, which will boost my science and culture in my towns. And but before I even do that, I want to get a merchant going. Alright, looks like we built all of our cities, so I can start getting my first wonder going. Or get another commander. I could have built that merchant that I just spent money on. Lots of choices. Let's look at the wonders here. Hanging Gardens, really good one. Looks like it has to be here, which is not that good. But it gives a bonus to anything adjacent to it. I can never build anything there, and these two are camps, so they're not going to get bonuses. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I have nothing else to build. I will at least get that going there. And yeah, my scouts are running out of things to do here. So I can go to Longcheng or a pony. We'll go to that one. Alright, so the advantage here is we now have some dates. Give us some food and happiness in this town while it grows. Some trade routes have been established with me. And here I am. I'm at my spot. And see, this is way down here. So right now I'm looking at taking these two resources, which is right next to him. Or I can go here. Yeah, I think I like where I am. So I'm going to go ahead and take where I am. And I have to go this way because I have to aggressively claim the that before he does. And then I can claim these and etc. from there. You can see I got a lot of resources going, but these are all towns. Get the trade route going. And it lets me give this to one of my towns. As long as I have roads, we're good. So I got an economic point. Excellent. Come in here. That gives me extra gold. I'm at 242. I still need all the culture or influence points I can get. So we got another city that converted. So I grabbed the +1 combat for melee. This is +1 combat for ranged. And I'm going to go ahead and get both of those. And then I took Moreau, which, remember the other guy was trying to get him. I can get +1 gold for every city-state I'm suzerain of, or +5%, which right now 10% is 3. So we're looking at 1.5 gold. But it's per suzerain, so this is worth more than +1. Like, this is better. Or I can increase my trade route range, which would let me trade to Mexico and whatnot. I'm going to go with this one first. I have a feeling I'm going to be able to get both. And once again, we got more stuff coming in. And I'm up to 116, so I got a lot to choose from. There's a couple culture ones, which I've been gunning for. This one, I'm 9 turns away, which I'm very happy with. There's another culture. 1, 2, 3 culture. I could have sworn I had another economic one coming, but I guess I don't. So it's just 3 culture left. Where did Shengo go? Ah, see, they destroyed Shengo. They do that. The AI does. I think Shengo was like my buddy too. That one would have grown the quickest. But this one's friendly, so I'll get this one the quickest. So I'm going to go ahead and do that one. got another growth. If I can get this, that helps me big time. So let's try to grow towards that. Now, what I can do is I have the ability to build an altar, right? So I just tried to grow towards this. So now I'm going to plop the altar down right there. And then I get to grow it again, and now I'm even closer to the camel. How awesome is that? I'm actually finding another continent. And the Axumite Empire is over there. Who is that? Amina. She's not even showing up on here. And they sealed me off. I was gonna sneak up through a pass here. I don't know, do I... Oh, I don't have open borders with them at all. Cost me influence to get it. Found the new continent. Alright, then we got another one of these. So I'm building a wonder right now, so I'm going to go ahead and take that. And I'm going to do the culture again. Although the gold per settlement would be nice. Yeah, see, they're attacking these guys. I'm trying to convert them. I'm 5 turns away, and they're attacking them right now. Ugh. This is so stressful. And I can't see the health. Like, how close are they to being dead? Alright, we got that going. Dang that dude. He's making my life tough. Oh, they gave up.
When I was young, I thought that money was the most important thing in life. Now that I am...
Although there's another one here. Getting ready to attack. I just need him to survive 4 more turns. I need this, I need this, I need everything. Alright, here we go. +1 gold on all buildings. I better get the military thing going.
The canal water gushes from above into the garden.
There we go,
Better to
my hanging
live
gardens.
in a rugged land and rule
Already finished.
than to cultivate rich plain.
+3 gold for every town. Which is... See, +2 for settlements includes my city. This would be 9 gold. That would be 8. I like them both. I just need more happiness to unlock them. And I should have plenty of things to build now. Alright, so we got a market again. Remember, the cardinal rule for gold is +1 for coast, navigable river, and wonder. We built a wonder here. That's why I was saying that was sort of a waste. But I can go here because we got coast. And you see the 444. But I'm going to go ahead and double build. Because some of those bonuses you don't get unless you complete the quarter. And here we got an expansion. So now I get production bonus for settler. Which I might need to do. Because as much as I want to buy a settler... How much is it going to cost me now? 360. Yeah, Just gotta wait one more turn. There we go. We got some visibility in. Looks like they're gonna survive. I'm up to 114. I got them rolling. Oh, they're all the way down there. Let's get them going. Now this is interesting. I can build more like a mine or a woodcutter, which will give me not only hammers for the woodcutter, but it would also give me +1 hammer because I got the sawmill. Or I can do a specialist, which would give me extra science and culture. And I am behind on both of those, science and culture. I'm gonna get the woodcutter going. Or let's do a mine. You can always overbuild it later. I'm gonna just go here and do an explore action. See if I can see as far out into the sea as possible. Yeah, so I already got a nice boost of them. This town's growing. This will help me with wonders. I'm at 409. I really do want to build this, but I gotta get this going. Settler. Ah. Population of 5. I gotta build it all the way back here. Well, it only takes me 3 turns to actually build. This is ageless. Does not remove warehouse bonuses on a tile. +1 culture, +1 gold. I don't know if that gives me any... It doesn't look like it gives any bonuses. I don't like these kind of buildings. They just clutter up your area and then you can't replace them. So I can purchase the settler to get him moving now. I can spend 3 turns to build one. I'll do that. And then I'm going to come down here and purchase this so I can get the bonus now. Yeah, absolutely. And then that helped me push to getting that. Alright. Oh, this is the one I want. And you're going to see here, by putting that there, what the camel does is it gives you extra resource spots. So now this one gives me food, that one gives me science, and that helps me with training units. So we'll get at least 1 training unit one in there. That'll make it a little better on... Then this guy's ours, and here we go. Receive a free technology when you become suzerain. Now, this is why it's really nice if you have one of these that's friendly. It's one of the first ones you should get, because I've become suzerain of at least 3 places already. And that would have given me a free technology each time. I'm still going to do it, because you get it now. And then, I think our town's big enough to take a specialization. So it's currently producing anything extra. Any extra production turns into gold. The food, of course, goes towards feeding my cities to grow. Or I can add some happiness and increase my trade route. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So happiness is up to 15, and now I have a bigger trade route range for if I want to build a merchant somewhere. Somebody just built a wonder. The Dur Sharakun by an unmet player. I'm one turn away here. The villa is a very nice one. I am going to queue up the merchant first. And it'd be nice to get a ballista going too. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to do now. And then, yeah, we're going to do the villa. So, again, happiness, adjacent wonders, natural wonders, or mountains. That's it. That's all they benefit from. And I can't go here yet because I don't have anything here first. But this would benefit more from being there, but right here is a nice spot for him. So I can just build it right there. And I just realized something. I said I built this mine thinking, I just want the hammers and I have gold here I can go grab. So by building this mine, that lets me get closer to the gold. That was the right thing to do. I don't know what I was smoking there. Okay, this is still available. This is primo real estate here. This will be my best town in the game. In fact, it'll be better than my capital. And I definitely want to convert this to a city and get better stuff. So, where do I want to go? I mean, here I will grab all these. I'll at least get a cotton, a horse, and a silver. Whereas over here, I would only get this. Down here, I would be able to grab them. I'm a little further away, but I'd be able to get a gold. I'm going to go ahead and do... Like, this is all mountain, so... I don't think there's any benefit to being here. I'm going to go straight to there. We will do that. Another one finished. Terracotta. We're losing the game. So do I want to get some science or do I want to get some happiness to unlock more? I think I need both, but I'm going to go for the science.
Better to live in a rugged land and rule than to cultivate rich
Got another
plains
settlement limit,
and
which is
sell.
perfect. I'm not a big fan of the Persians. I mean, we took random stuff here. I can tell you right now, the Greeks are my favorite because I love the bonuses for getting the suzerain status. Look at it. These are all troops on my side. So if anybody declares a war on me, I got all these armies on my side. That's awesome. Alright. We want to go after this, so let's do that. We got our merchant. And my goodness, I thought for sure I was going to be in range of somebody else, but I'm not.
He heard these horrors and his spirit
Right, so we got some
stirred
upgrades.
and spurred.
I am at 500 gold, but with my upgrades here, yeah, I don't know what the spearman is. That's a weird unit. Alright, so we got a spearman, immortal, archer, immortal. Okay. I'm at 126. I think this is the last one. And if you're ever curious, you can go here and you can see all of them. You can see I'm suzerain of all these, and these are the only independents left. So Shangle is showing up, but I think it was defeated, because I don't see Shangle in here anymore. Here we go. They didn't take it. This is the one I was talking about. So they took the free relic, or whatever it's called. This is not going to be as good, because like I said, it's really late, but I'm still going to take it. And that gives me...
Do nothing which is of no use.
Gives me a
Even
civic,
a great carpenter
and
does
I get a
not
tech,
abide.
and a codex. So we unlocked a lot of stuff. So our science is unlocked. This one will give us extra gold, another codex, some production. We got both of these, and then of course there's newer stuff here. I'm gonna go for that one. And here you can see we have our military unit. I'm going to send down, join our commander. He's getting really angry. I mean, he's definitely going to declare war on us soon, so I can build some walls or whatever it is. I can build these in the town. I didn't realize that. That's actually pretty helpful. Not in the city, but in a town. This can be pretty nice. And apparently it has to go there. Why is that? Like, why is that the only place? Why can't I build it in these other places? But that's really cool. Let's look it up. Paradisa, or however. Cannot be placed adjacent to another one, but it doesn't give you any other requirements of where it needs to go. I'm taking the 100 gold. See, this is really nice. That's nice too, though. I only get 29 a turn, so that's a lot of turns of culture. Although, arguably, that's a lot of turns of happiness, too. I'm gonna grab the happiness one. And there it is. So, instead of this, I'm gonna go for that again. And then, yeah, I'm gonna do the 3 gold for every town. See, we got a lot more resources. Know where to put them. If I convert one of my towns into a city, I'm sure we'll have places to put resources. There we go. So I just did a big explore, and you can see there's some coast here. So if I want to build a cog, I could probably discover the new world. Actually, let's add that to our list of things to do, right? I don't have the cog yet. Actually, I don't think I can move onto the ocean at all right now. There you go. This is a barracks. It's just an antiquity military building that gives production, right? So remember, production is higher near resources. So that's why you see the 4 here and you see the 4 there. We're going to go ahead and that's where the library was, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, my exploration days are coming to an end here. Alright, so we did that. Let's maybe go that way. He's playing as Rome. I'm going to try to claim that. That looks like that's the only natural wonder, at least on this continent, that I've discovered so far. Now, why is it important? Well, if you look at it, see, that's 2 culture, 4 happiness for each one. And that's a lot of happiness generation and some decent culture. Now, if you were Isabella, that would be 4 culture, 8 happiness. Like, it's double, which makes it even more profound. Also, I just think, you know, I can't remember, I think I'm putting my city here. I mean, being next to this river might be nice, except it just goes into a lake. It doesn't go out to the ocean, unfortunately. At first, I thought it was going to be really cool, but maybe not. So they're gearing up for war here. And I'm at a spot now where I don't think I have any other civs to influence. So I am going to take this to give myself more culture. And I could, for example, do more with him, because I haven't initiated any... There There we go. See, I don't have any spots for him. So I guess I'm not doing it. And yeah, usually these guys are gearing up for war here. So I'll be ready. And there we go. So get this sucker going. And right there, you can see the 4 happiness and 2 culture is really huge. Now I can grab this first because this is just an easy grab. And that helps give him 2 food and 2 production. And it says the settlement is not connected to your empire's network. So for whatever reason, even though it's only this far away, it did not build a road. And I don't understand that. I have no idea why, because that's not very far away if you think about it. But I guess I also didn't get a road from this one to this one either, did I? So those are too far away. Now you can use a merchant to build roads, but I've had very mixed luck with this. I have 899 gold, so I should be spending it. So let's say I buy a merchant here. Then I come down to this one, and I'm going to buy the altar.
He heard these horrors, and his spirit stirred, and
200 science or a codex? This is my codex situation. I need a whole bunch more. If I want to get to mastery, at least. I'm going to take the 200 science. Because you do get codexes when you finish some of these. Like that one right there. I just took science without having something researched again, didn't I? Oh, I'm not a smart person. Okay, now what do I do? I think I just bought another merchant. I shouldn't have. Let's get another general going. Alright, so no ability to, but see right here, I can build a road to a settlement. And see, this is highlighted. So if I click that, see, he just built the road to connect these two. And I don't know if that consumed him or what did it do?
when I was young, I thought that money was the...
So we just gained another codex. Of course, I need a building to put it in. And I'm going to go ahead and grab that. And we're at 413, so now I'm going to go down here and get a merchant. That'll give me some production and culture. So I can again add more happiness. Expand the trade range. And then this will give me a lot of happiness by claiming these. And look, I got a lot of trade routes I can do now, but the big important one is I need to be able to build my roads. So I will do that. Again, I don't know if that consumed the merchant or if after so many turns when he's done completing the road, he becomes available again. That's the part I didn't quite understand.
Should I pass you by and leave you lying there because of your war against us?
See,
Or
like
should
this
I
gives me
set you up
a
again
bonus
because
for
of your
every
virtues?
empire I've conquered. Doesn't do me any good. Militaristic or expansionist? I'll take expansionist. And we'll go here and +1 food, or I'm going to take 10% growth rate. And our capital will grab this. Makes purchasing buildings in our towns cheaper. And let's produce another merchant. And this is our last one. +1 settlement limit. And yeah, I got myself another general. So I can bring them down. They can both work in tandem, of course. They're building wonders and I'm not. So I'm losing this game. I'm not doing super hot. Let's put it that way.
A vapor like an oven's fire
There's
boiled
another natural
up the
wonder.
day.
So you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 volcano tiles. Really nice spot to build a town if I can pull that off. They build another wonder. Yeah, I'm not doing too hot here. So getting back to this.
Huh.
They got another one built. And yeah, I can't move there. I can just move along the coast. That's all I can do. And another one built. Yeah, the wonders are popping out now. So they're still growing. Obviously this will be nice for purchasing units. But that'll get me happiness. And yeah, I can do another wonder here. Now this one will get bonuses because of my palace. And it'll give bonuses to things around it, but not these ageless buildings. So it's not the best place to put it. But down here might be interesting, because it'll give bonuses to this, which we're going to build because of these two. It'll also give bonuses to anything I put in the water and along the water. Yeah, we'll do it. I don't like this particular wonder, but it's better than nothing, and we gotta get this race going. They just built another one. The pyramids. Who did we just meet? It said we just met somebody. These are all Assyrians. Who's the Assyrians? That's Egypt. Look at all those ships that these guys built. They're trying their hardest to get somewhere. I'm not even paying attention. Look at this. I got 1,000 gold. This is not smart on my part. Alright, let's, following the same principles, the ageless buildings don't necessarily benefit from being next to something. But we got mountains and we got wonders, which do help culture buildings. So we'll put the brickyard here. And the saw pit in the same spot. And then the granary there. And And I'm gonna go ahead and convert them to a city. And we still have 282 gold, so I can build something else, like this barracks, right? Next to a resource for 5. Doesn't let me do that one for whatever reason. But I could also do this one for 5. Yeah, I'll do that one for 5. And then you can see we got a bunch more stuff we can do. And I think the next one, like, we want to get another library going so we can store codex. And it benefits from being near resources. So we got resources up here, there, there. We even have a horse down here, but we'll go ahead and put it right there. And since it's a city, we can gain some items here. Get +4 production. And there we go. I'm running out of things to explore here. I've gone to almost as many places as I can and hit.
No man is foolish enough to desire war over peace.
So we
Should I
finished
pass you
that
by
one.
and leave you lying there because of your...
Alright, we're completely done. I'm not very impressed with Persian anything. Not a nation that thrills me here for early game. And you can see with the civic tree, I got so much stuff I haven't done. And I'm not even sure this is going to help me to get some of these, but I will go ahead and take that one because it's going to be quick. And again, I have to build something. I could do research initiative, which will generate science. I sort of like the idea, though, since I have a second general, we should probably fill him up with some troops here. And then Tarsus here, we can convert into something. He's at 13 and 13. We'll make him a farming town. There we go. We got another trade route going. Whole bunch of resources. Nowhere to put them. We have room for one more city. So maybe I should get another settler going. And then this, we have a million things to do, right? We have resources to claim. We have the wonder here. That gets our happiness going quite a bit. Just gonna max out the bonuses wherever I can.
There is another
At this
world,
point, I'm not sure what else there is to show.
but it is in this.
I mean, the idea of how to build so you're maximizing your bonuses, at least in principle, is there for you. Whether or not I executed it at a master level, I don't know. I don't think by any means that... I think that you would agree with me that I'm not losing this game per se, but I don't know if I'm dominating it either. But at the higher difficulty, I'm at a nice challenge because I think we're all going at an even pace. And here we are. I got another one, and I think 5% for every suzerain state towards wonders is huge. Lets me build wonders very, very fast.
An
So I'm gonna
eye
go ahead
for
and
an
take that.
eye, a tooth for a tooth.
And of course, I have the thing where I'm getting a civic and a tech every time this happens.
The truly brave
And so-
never boast.
I got one of each. And you can see they're very warmonger-ish, this particular Persia is. And then I could replace one if I wanted. You could argue that this is just 1-in-1 resource, whereas this is 2 in all settlements. Not a horrible argument, to be honest. I don't need this anymore, because I'm not mad rushing to get suzerain state. So I will do that. And then here we go. So with the antiquities, or the civics, I'm just going to try to crank out on those.
Perfection is achieved, not when there is...
Oh, now we got another one. Getting close to converting. So I can take +1 culture in all settlements. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then that gave me a wildcard point. Man, this is a tough choice. Culture. Right here, culture and science. Yeah, I'm going to take that one. That boosted me up a bit. And then you can see my science is doing fine. Like, you know, everybody's always, you know, you gotta get science, you gotta get... Like, I feel like that part is going fine. It's the civics I'm behind on. That's always been my experience. But anyways. Alright, I got another settler, and I don't know where to go. And look at this jerk, right here. They're trying to find spots everywhere, aren't they? Like, I don't think I can get across the ocean here to get to that spot right there, but it looks like you can see there's somebody here. Amina. And then, of course, I would love to get there, but I can't. So then it becomes, where do I want to go? Where's a good set of resources that haven't been claimed? As you know, I have a very vertical empire right now. I could keep going. I mean, there's actually resources down here. I mean, they're not wrong. That's a decent spot. This is too close. I can get 2 of these. Yeah, that's a good spot right there. And yeah, we got a lot of things we can do. So we got culture bonuses. Let's do production first, because I think that's always the priority. Remember, near 2 resources, here and here, are the best bonuses. So we'll go ahead and do this one. The only reason this one works is because it's near a wonder and 1 resource. So it's still getting a +2. Alright, now we got down here, again, a lot of stuff going on. This one would give us a lot of happiness. So will that one. Let's do blacksmith. Between 2 resources. Boom. That's the best spot. I'm surprised we're not at war. These guys have been angry at me for the whole game. I'm on a more difficult game setting. Maybe it's because I'm not dominating the game. Here we go. This will give us some happiness. That'll give us let's go for the amphitheater, which is a culture. Remember, culture is mountains. So that's why these two spots are looking good. This one has a villa. That one has a monument. So we're going to go to that one. Fill out the quarter.
Remain less interested in who we imagine ourselves to be than in what we can do for one another.
Alright. +2 culture. So we're still cranking those out. And then when you build the library, the only thing that's a gripe is it doesn't remind you that you can fill these. And it doesn't autofill them either. Although it autofills them when you first collect them. And then, now another thing, like, another strategy is, this is clearly going to be my capital going into the next round. This is clearly going to be a city throughout most of the ages. So one of the things you might want to do is convert these other ones to cities. Not because you intend for them to be cities, but so they can crank out a bunch of wonders. Because wonders take up spots. And they do provide adjacency bonuses. And so when this city turns back into a town, those wonders still provide adjacency bonuses for the town. And so you're going to have a town all of a sudden become very powerful for you. So like, let's take, like Tarsus here has all these resources, right? So I haven't even built the altar yet. So let's do that. Get that going. And then, let's get a saw pit. Which ones are ageless? Yeah, saw pit's ageless. So we're going to make that next to the there. Brickyard, same spot, so now we have a quarter. Right? And then we have a granary. There's really no water to go next to. So we'll just pick that spot. And then I could do this because it's ageless. Ah, but see, it takes up its own spot. I still don't understand the rules for these. Like, why won't it let me build it anywhere? It has to be... okay. So, we do all that, and then I can spend 450 later, convert this into a city, and then just spam out wonders with this particular town. And here you can see it's still growing. Like, I never made it into a... Or no, I guess I did make it into a specialization, but doesn't matter. And then we're going to do that because that's going to help 10% towards wonders. And see, we're losing the battle here. And I'm going to go for wonders. And... Well, that would be nice if we ever go to war. I'll take that for now. Just need one more turn. And now I can convert it to a city. Now, as a city, there's a million things for him to build. But you can see, like, this oracle is really nice. And we're going to build this somewhere. It has to be on rough terrain. So I'm going to choose this one. And it doesn't matter what the other things are. I'm going to use money to buy those other things. And then this has to grow, and I can put specialists in to start getting more science and culture. Like this one gives me more production, science and culture. So yeah, I like that. Let's do that. And then down here we have more stuff to build as well. So we got some monuments, we have the amphitheater, and of course this spot right here is ideal because it's near all these mountains. And since I converted to a city, I can use city resources, although I think some of these are better. Training units. Give me extra food. We're gonna take the production. Alright, so we got a dust storm going near Kusa. And we've got another conversion, so I'm going to choose this one.
Those who delight to attack and to display their valor and fealty
See, somebody
should
else
be
already built
formed
that.
in company.
That's how far
The
behind we
truly
are.
brave never boast.
We gained another codex, so we're full up again. So here we go. Our capital is doing a good job of staying on top of its production. We have an arena which will help with happiness near a mountain. And I have no idea what I was doing with this guy. I think I was just moving him in this general direction. We already explored, like I already went here and did this. Yeah, there's not much else I can do. I guess I can move out to this tiny little island and see if I can build a settlement there. So here we go. We got a very vertical, like a little golf club. Where's our capital? This one. So I can go 1, 2, 3. This was in range. Not much else is though. So sure. And then this one is 20% towards purchasing units, or do I grab more happiness? They're both good. Let's grab more happiness. Repair the plantation. Otherwise, the town can build stuff. But remember, I'm saving my money because I'm trying to boost up my city here. Right now I can't afford anything.
Ships at a distance have every
Lighthouse
man's
is a real good
wish
thing to
on
build.
board.
Get happiness, science, or culture? Oh, great question. Can I get a codex? I mean, I'm starting to get some... Here, you can compare yourself to other nations right here. So, from a gold perspective, I'm right in the middle. Mexico is doing way better. From an influence perspective, I'm like double some of these guys. Look at my science. Other than Napoleon, my science is dominating. Napoleon is better than me, though. But then look at my culture. My culture is the best in the game, and my happiness is the best in the game. So, and you can see there's varying levels of, like, one nation's doing better, but, like, consistently, I am consistently near the top in every category except for the gold. So, I'm pretty happy with those stats. And, like, some of these people have 6 settlements, and I only have 5 right now. So, that's something to appreciate, I guess. And we caught Friedrich performing an espionage action. So what I can do is I can go to him and I can try to hinder his agriculture, which would yeah, why not? Screw you, Friedrich. You spy on me? I spy on you. Because I am Persia. Eye for an eye. That's a Persian thing. Alright, so yeah, let's build it. This is going to give me 9 gold, right? This is a wonder, which boosts everything next to it. So that's why I want to build next to the wonder. So I think I'm going to choose this one. And there we are. Alright, we at least got our military goal. I think we've at least hit the first level for all of them. So there's going to be no Dark Ages for us. That's good. We did the military one the hard way. And yeah, we can grab things from all kinds of places. But let's go ahead and go this way first. And you can see our road automatically built, which was good. I actually think that a merchant might be handy. But I want to save my gold because we're doing this. Let's get some stuff built. Let's do hammers. So hammers next to a resource and a wonder, right? So right here would be perfect, but I gotta build around. Here's a spot next to 2 resources. Perfect spot for hammers. And so we built that, and then there's a barracks, right? So the barracks, I need another 256. Oh my gosh, look, this keeps going. They're building more and more stuff. The Colossus is done. I usually like building the Colossus because you can build that one on the water. Oh no, look at this! We got another... They're even friendly to us. So hopefully it won't take that long.
All the world's a stage, and all the men...
+2 happiness, all settlements. I think that's better than this one at the moment. Got a lot of settlement increase limit, so we can get some settlers going. And you can see we got some nice wonders, but again, you don't want to spend too many wonders around your capital. You do want some. It's just, you know, you got things like the spaceport, the aerodrome. There's like, and then you're going to have things like, if you were like the Spanish, you know, they have those special quarters. There's like special buildings that you need to build, and anyways, you don't want to run out of space by jamming a bunch of wonders. The problem is this one city is building wonders too slow, and so I do need to do this. This will give me a diplomatic attribute point. And this one would give me 2 happiness on quarters in this settlement, so all quarters. Which is not bad, they're both good, actually. This one benefits this settlement, so... I think, you know, if I put it here, they're going to boost each other. And then they're going to boost, both of them are going to boost this, and whatever I put here. So having them next to each other, there is some strategy to that. If I do this, the palace will boost it, but it doesn't boost the palace. Or I can, you know, put it further out. Since this is mountains here, I can put it here and boost these because I'm building culture buildings and happiness buildings near the mountain. So I can do that. This is near 2 resources, so this will be science and production, just like this one is. So by putting it out here, I'm helping to boost those. There's a lot of different ways to think about this. Don't get fooled though. I mean, like that 5 culture thing, it's getting that because it's getting boosted from the buildings that are going to go away. This is probably more representative here. Okay, I'll put it here. And then yeah, we're cranking through. This city's doing fine. I think I am going to build a wonder though. Same reasons. Let's see here. We've got a resource there. Resource, yeah, let's build it here. Can build 2 more. Our gold's only 7.2. We can get our culture boosted. And our science boosted. And then our town. And get that going. And we're good. Alright, so let's keep going. Now, I have been doing this. I'm going to go ahead. There can't be that many more city-states that I haven't run into. Now, again, you can verify this by going here. You can see we're in control of all these. And these are the two. So Shangle, it's saying Shangle exists. But I found Shangle. See, there's no valid targets. I think they've been destroyed or somehow... Like, Shingle was right here. I know this for a fact because we ran into them. So that's like a buggy thing. And then of course Babylon, we just influenced. So we're 13 turns away there. And these guys are just getting in the way.
I count the grains of sand on the beach. Ships
so we got
at
the
a
Oracle
distance
up,
have every man's wish.
which is good. Get another technology. That gives me another codex. And so here you see I'm running out of spots. However, I can buy a library, which will give me a codex, or I can buy a barracks, but let's buy the library first. And right here, that's that spot I was telling you about. So next to a wonder, and this, you get 6. Go ahead and get that going. And there are no more wonders for me to build. So let's just get our hammers going, and I can get 7 hammers. So let's put both of those there. Got it revealed really nice. Finished another one. We're at 70%, which is when the crisis happens. Sometimes these are horrible, but right here. So I do get extra science, but less happiness. Wonders.
While stands the Colosseum, Rome shall stand. An army is a miniature of the society which produces
Somebody already
it.
built this, so you can just see how far behind everybody I am. Quite far behind. So let's go ahead. And Wyang Palace, somebody just finished that. And I'm going to go ahead and get another settler going. So again, no wonders. So let's just keep building. Now, like I said, I don't necessarily plan to make this into a city. So this might be a great place to build these, because these are ageless and they'll give me these bonuses. Yeah, there's something there. Look at that, you only have to go through
In
one
the midst
ocean
of
tile.
the snow, the light of Goryeo
Man,
hovers.
we're cranking.
An
So here you can
icy
see
temple bell resounds
7
echoes of
wonders.
the old
We're 2
kingdom.
wonders away. This I'm never going to finish, but just getting to here is good enough. This, I need 5 more relics and 3 more resources. Build another one there? Sure. I've got another diplomacy. I can do happiness. Or keep taking these. Getting the extra social policy slot's pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go over one more space. There we go.
Perfection is achieved, not when there...
Gained another codex. Because we had a library. 10% towards constructing wonders. I'm going to do that. And we get to grow again. Oops, somebody built one here. Oh, look at that. They took this away from me. That jerk. Yeah, we're humming along. The mathematics is important because this will let us build an academy, which lets us store more codex. I can do this, although right now we have none that we're building. So I'm going to take the culture. Wow, I don't know. Built my settler. Like, I'm truly humming along here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Let's get some research going. And see, all these buildings, none of them are ageless, so they're all gonna go away. See right there. I even have chocolate discovered. This is where I want to go. For sure. The problem is I can't get there now. Like, my settler can't... And I didn't mean to click like I did. That's not going to work. I might be able to go here. I mean, look at that jerk. He's going there already. Yeah, there's resources there, but boy, that's gonna be a small little town, isn't it? Alright, so let's see. Where's our capital? There. 1, 2, 3 is the best I can do. I think I got all the big resources here, so now it's just a matter of, you know, I can go there, or I can just start building specialists. Alright, that guy's done. You lose all your scouts, by the way, at the end of the era. So there's no point in keeping them. Wonder who that is. Well, I at least got it all explored. Oh boy. See, here's the problem. This guy is gonna close the border so my ships won't be able to go through. So even though this is a great treasure fleet location, and it looks like land that no one's on, so I can like get a settler there, I won't be able to bring my treasure fleet home because of this jerk. So I might have to declare war on him at some point. And then this, look, somebody settled here. Amina. Again, this Amina person, who we have not yet met, is here, and she's over here. Ah, come on. What a horrible spot to put a town.
After the assembly gathered, the elders gave their answer.
I don't think anybody's built the Senji Stupa. Somebody did build the Colossus. Go for literacy. Alright, we're at 1,000. Let's keep producing here. Remember, if they're not ageless, they're going away. So I'm really just going for, oh crap, I'm doing production. I meant to purchase. So here, our city can take another one. Got all science and culture, basically. Go ahead and get rid of this one and get another culture bonus. Puts us at 51. And there we go. So we have... So if I did build one of these... Yeah, I'm not so big a fan of that. Maybe another merchant, but I have nowhere to put the resources even if I do another merchant. The settler thing, I'm getting a little desperate. I have nowhere to go with my settlers. Or my scouts. Do I do it? This is for Sparta. So I got another one there. They sort of robbed me. That one's a good one. And yeah, I can, instead of building settlers, I can convert these guys. So like, this one here cost me 240. Let's do 30 now and let them expand a little. That's probably what I should have been doing for a while now. ones in the middle
God,
might
with
be...
such splendid irony, granted me books and night.
So I can't build whatever that wonder was. I don't know if it's because the wonder's already been... Oh, look at that. There's only 2 wonders left. Angkor Vat and Monk's Mound. I need commerce and philosophy. Those are the only 2. Sometimes certain cities just can't build certain things. Let's make sure. Like this one can't build any wonders. And if I come down to this city... Get that going. This is the city I meant. So there's a 3rd one. So the Shanxi Stupa is possible at that city. City-state done. 20% towards constructing science buildings. I'm going to take the 1 science for every 1.
After the assembly gathered, the elders gave
There's
their
the Sanchi
answer.
Stupa.
There is geometry in the humming of the stream.
Right here. That's a big one. And I think we saw philosophy was one of the ones. And commerce was the other, but we're going to go ahead and go grab the philosophy first. And here we go. So no wonders, but I can build the academy, which is a big one. Right here. And then with this one, we definitely want the 2 codices. I have 1 available, but as soon as the academy's built, I'll be able to build the others. And yeah, I have another settler. This is probably not the worst place. Because if I don't do it, they will. And at least claims more land near this coast, so I can at least have this part of the ocean to call mine. It's not a vastly resource-rich place, but it looks like I can at least grow and maybe be another place I can build wonders later. So 1, 2... Yeah, I'm going this way. Specialize this town. And which one is it? This one, Kusa. Purchase Academy. Put in another one. Monk's Mound, which I didn't know how to build that one anyways. Let's get Sanchi Stupa going. That's already a... So the ideal thing is to put it here. Because then any building I put in here gets bonus from this one and this one. Alright, Napoleon and I are allies. Fair enough. Produce. Once again, we're back to the breach. Oh yeah, let's build a merchant. Competing wonders. Romans have begun work on the Sanchi Stupa. I don't know if there's any way I can brush that. I mean, I could try to build hammers, but there's no hammers to build here. Oh, hold on, I was building this. Oh, I still ain't. Never mind. I was getting panicky.
The unexamined life is not worth living.
Alright, so I got an extra slot. Guess I'll take that back. This is the perfect one. Perfect city to build one. Where'd my city go? For me.
There is geometry.
I got the 10 codices. I'm 2 wonders away, and that Sanchi Stupa would have did it for me, but I'm not gonna get it. And I need one more resource. We're at 90%. And here I can just start taking fishing tiles. No more wonders for me to take. Got another one. Another crisis. This should give me the commerce one. Oh, what's going on? He's connected by road to everything. Oh, I think it said you must wait. Alright, well, I built the merchant. I'll get one of those going. I'm not sure any of this matters. Yeah, I can get another trade route. You must wait until a new resource is acquired. Resource allocation unavailable. Oh, I have to acquire something new. I thought I just acquired this one. Got a lot of food.
Skill is handed down to me from my ancestors.
Plus 1 gold for each imported resource. It's pretty good. Three or 1, 2. %. There we go. It's letting me do this for whatever reason. I don't know why. I'll do that one instead. There we go. So, culture, I'm 2 wonders away. I'm struggling there. Military, I need 1 more town to get to the 2nd tier. I don't know if I'm going to get all of these. I do get 2 points if I conquer, but I still don't think I'm going to do that. Science is done. Economy done. So 1 more settler. 2 more wonders. That's my situation. Build the settler down here. The 96%. So, from everything I understand,
into the
if you have
ocean of
armies with your
existence,
army
may I
commander,
draw them out by
they
virtue
carry
of
over
this
to the
good
next mission
work.
with them. So we're 1 wonder away. And right there, look, he just completed Mundo Perdido. And again, there's no wonders I can build. I'm going to be 1 short. That's unfortunate. This city actually turned out to be pretty good. Yeah, that's right. I didn't know what to do with this guy.
Iron made this promise.
So by doing that, that allows me to claim that. That future tech will end the game, for the era at least. Yeah, I'm just... like, this whole thing is blocked by mountains. There's nowhere to explore. I'm just gonna make a lookout tower. And yeah, I have 1,000,000 resources, just nowhere to put them. Got 1 more I can put there. Actually... do that. It makes room for more, because boosting your capital city is way better than boosting these other ones, at least for the science and the culture. And then for down here, we'll boost his food. There we go.
The dogs bark, but the
There's the monk's
caravan
mound.
moves on.
So if I get rid of this one and take that one, then I have one capacity in every city. Just like that. Not that I needed to, because I'm like well beyond the limit. But yeah, both of these future civics are gonna end the game for me. If I was able to build one more wonder, which I can't. Just one more was all I needed. Alright, so I got a settler again. We got that going. Look, right here there's two. I mean, that strength is good for the rest of the game. What am I gonna build in the meantime? Let's get a third commander going, because those carry over. Oh, you know what we always talked about over here was a potential spot. I mean, that works. And then this one. Ooh, this is a little uglier. I can get to the coast. I don't know if it's going to build a road, or is that too far? But if I can build a road back, I then have access to this coast, which will help me with trade fleets. But this person is taking all the spots, because somehow they ended up on their own continent. This is just so close. Like, I'm not going to be able to grow into his area at all. This will go away, so I'll be able to take those resources, but I will get a camel, which is nice. That's such a difficult spot to go. I mean, we're getting to a spot where we need to start declaring war. I think I want to go here. So I'm going to come up from the bottom. Hopefully get there in time. That's going to give me one food. I have nothing to build. I don't know what's attacking them, but they're definitely having a hard time over there. Yep, we're at the end. I'm not going to get either of those settlements. Specialist doesn't do me any good. This doesn't do me any good either. I'm going to get one more turn, but I don't think I'm going to... It'll build over the woodcutter. For 1 gold, 1 culture, 1 happiness. I just don't know if that's worth it. Does not remove warehouse bonuses on a tile. It doesn't do any adjacency bonuses, nothing. It just seems like such a weak building. And yeah, I got nothing going on. Oh, there's my new leader. My settler. Oh, look at what they did. That jerk. There it is.
It was not easy keeping mouths fed and armies equipped. Persia's traders knew this and ensured the...
Okay, so we get our usual summary. I'm almost level 28. I got him to 3. He started at 1. So... reach at least 2, reach at least 3. So we got a lot of experience points for the different things we did. I unlocked the economic attribute node. So when you transition to the next stage, obviously you get to pick whoever you want to be. And with this particular playthrough, I'm just picking stuff I've never experienced before. So one particular civ I've never played is Mongolia. The other one is the Abbasids. And this would be more my style. Here you can see he spent a great deal of time. And everything else is locked. I mean, this is crazy how I actually only have 4 choices. That's insane. So, like, why is this one unlocked? I don't know. It doesn't say. I must have unlocked it because of my trading and those things. This one, playing as Persia, unlocked Mongolia. Which, Mongolia's never been a particular style I care for. Because they're going to be, like, cavalry-oriented. Ming, I've never played as Ming, but I want to do a China playthrough, where I'm just going through all 3 Chinese eras. And then, this one, of course, is the historic choice. And I think, yeah, I tend to agree. This is the one I want. I've never played these guys before, and they got some interesting buildings, which I always like. And, they're cultural and scientific, which is also my style.
Bahamut rumbles and sways the jacinth slab of Kuyutha. The Abbasids' weight will realign the balance of the world.
So 5 science, 1 science adjacency. And remember, it's for quarters. So you have to have both halves filled or you don't get the adjacency bonus. So that thing I was doing where I was only putting 1 building here and 1 building there, that wasn't as ideal. Alright, so before you start the era, they don't reveal where the city-states are yet. But as you can tell, all the city-states, they'll fill in wherever there's space. And you can see my little empire has this vertical streak going all the way down to here. And they closed this off hard. Holy crap, did they close that off. Oh, this was the spot I was thinking of going through. So there's probably going to be another city-state here. They closed this off, which is fine. This is a beautiful spot, but there should be a city-state that'll appear there. And then, of course, we have the... I don't know how that jerk made it to this side of the equator and that side, but they did. And then, of course, we have... this here is... Unless I can go through the ice, this is completely blocking me from getting out of the ocean to this side. Alright, so with that said, the legacies are really this is the phase you gotta go through before you start the era. And I like to use the filters, but the first things first is you can always change your capital. So, this is a city for sure. And if I make Tarsus a city, they'll rename it to Baghdad, which aligns with the, the race. But then you start the game with 2 cities, and you don't have to spend any gold to convert them. Or Kusa can be a capital. So Tarsus, of course, was the one I told you I'm actually enjoying as a city. I didn't think it would be a great city, but it's actually turning out to be okay. And then Kusa, of course, is an awesome spot that we're going to convert this to a city anyways, just because it's near the natural wonder. So all these are good choices. Now, the one thing you got to bear in mind is the treasure fleets have to come into a sea zone that could be for any of your cities as long as it has a road that connects to your capital. So if at any time the AI were to cut this road off, then my capital is going to be cut off from everything else and I'm screwed. So the safer route here is to pick Tarsus. So I changed my capital. That's free, by the way. Don't confuse this. This means I have 1 wildcard point to spend. So here I have 3 on the science and 3 on the economy. So I can take a golden age where my academies will remain and give adjacency and all that stuff. That's not a bad one at all. Since I had 10 codexes, I can just gain plus 10 science at the start of this round, or this era, for the rest of the game. And then over here, all of your cities from the previous age remain cities. That's not bad either. I only had 1 other city, to be honest, so I'm not sure that's worth it. Here I would get plus 25 gold because I had a bunch of trade routes, and I also have this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the golden age of the Great Library, because having the academy and its adjacency bonuses is all good. And then I am going to take the scientific attribute point, because I think that's better than this. And the plus 10 is not bad. Then here I get 2. I can get the Piety Civic for free, and that's a lie. It's an absolute lie. I don't get it for free. It didn't happen last time I took this. I got it at a discount. Like, I still had to finish researching it, and it was like, halfway researched. But this was baloney to get the Piety Civic for free. Still not a bad one. Or I can take a diplomatic point and a culture point. I actually like both of these a lot. Wonders I control, I have 9 of them. I would get 1 and 1. So that's 9 and 9. That's not horrible either. I wish I had more points, to be honest with you. I would probably take this one and these, but this is the very first civic. And what the reason you do this is you're going to rush your religion. So, why is this so important? You rush a religion, you get your temple built right away, and then you can start converting all the cities before everybody else even has the ability to get missionaries out there. That's the whole reason you take this. I'm going to go with diplomatic and cultural, because these are really good as well. And then for the military, I'm taking the expansionist, because as you can tell, we haven't done any military stuff. And then for the economic, I don't think I can take this 3 times. So that's part of my dilemma. So I will take this one for 2 and this one for 1. And I do have a wild. So I can take another economic, another expansionist. And this is the part I don't like about the game, is I wish I could look. Like, where do I need the points? Like, do I need another cultural point? I don't know if I need another cultural point. But I am going to take another cultural point, because I do think I need one. I actually think I need another science point, to be honest, but I don't remember. And then, of course, you have a lot of stuff to click through, but this is where the game would actually start. And then we assign our attributes. So I took 2 cultural here. And I got right here. And then I also have, like, the masteries. Getting a 25% towards masteries is awesome. This would have been nice in the first era. I didn't bother getting it. I should have. I actually like this one more for now. Then for the diplomatic, the social policy slot, right? I mean, I also would like these. So actually all these are good. But this is the big one. We'll grab that. Then for the economic, we took 1. This is plus 2 for every tech and civic mastery. Not the tech, but the mastery. Or 2 for every trade route we have. I'm looking further down to see which one of these are better. I'll take that one. Expansionist. That's never a horrible one. I have multiple warehouse buildings. So getting food on every warehouse building is pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and take that one. And then scientific. Oh my gosh, we never even took a scientific. So yeah, these are fantastic too. So as soon as we finish our first civic, because of his leader ability, I'm going to get 2 more wild points. So I'll be able to take some more stuff with that. But there you have it. And then from here on out, it's just playing the second age. So thanks for watching. Stay awesome.